TAQ Capital, technical analysis quickly.
This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Before taking any action based on the information provided on this channel, it is recommended that you seek the advice of a professional licensed financial advisor.
Let's do this.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm going to dive right into Bitcoin by first touching on the wedge that we've been in since our all-time high back in December of last year. I actually talked about this in my video yesterday. We have our first hit here. As it was unfolding, we would have thought that would have been the second hit. But then when we came down lower here, we have since realized that this was the second hit. So this was our third hit. This was our fourth hit. And now we're working on a breakout. Well, we've clearly missed this area, so that's not happening. So we're going to drop down. I mean, in the short term, we have a little bit of a run up, but I'll get to that in a second. But overall, we're going to run down to either this line or just past it. Now, if we go just past it, as these wedges unfold, we will just grab this and move it down. So then we'd be looking at 1, 2, 3, then we'd have 4 down here, and then we'd be working on breakout. So this is how I think it's going to play out. I think there's a good chance we're actually going to move this line. If not, we come down, we hit it, and then we go back up. But I think we're going to be operating possibly sub 8,000. I know it's not a popular opinion, but I mean, remember guys, whether you're a bully or a bear, you're making money if you're shorting and longing. I mean, you've got both options, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you guys haven't seen the TV show Billions out there, you definitely need to. But either way, you know, he went heavy on a short on airlines and hotels and the travel industry right after 9/11 happened and made hundreds of millions of dollars. It was a nightmare for everybody else, but he came out way ahead. So I'm saying, regardless of what's happening, you know, try to remove your emotions from it and recognize that there's opportunity in volatility. But I'm going to go more into the micro now and show you what we're looking at in the short term. Okay, this is the 30-minute chart, and you can see back here on August 28th, we started this green wedge. Now the green wedge went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we had our breakout. But this, all this really does is adjust that wedge to something like this. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going up to 4 before we come back down and we break out. And the way that this all came together is, oh, I got to fix this. It's not down right. The way it came together is I looked at the Fibonacci retracement tool. So if this was our peak, which we determined pretty quickly, then our retracement is going to be to at least here and somewhere in between these two. Okay? So we came down and almost hit this one. So again, it was right in between these two. A good place to put it is right around here, right? Like split the difference. But you can miss it that way. You want to play it safe, go in somewhere like here and don't do 100x leverage because you're going to obviously trigger your stop loss and then you'll be out and you'll miss the run up. So, but that's a different video. That's execution. So now the question becomes where are we headed to? So if we click on the retracement tool and we hit reverse, it'll show us the top. So we went up to here, so we're going to retrace. We did down to here, so now we're going to be going up to around 21,212. So if we drag this green line to go up around there, and we anticipate meeting the purple line, then we would come up something like this here, and then we would come back down, break out of the green, and go down. So this is our short term. I think we're going up to around 21.2. But what happens after that? I've adjusted this wedge from yesterday's video because before I actually had it like this. We started a wedge on August 14th, the green one, which hit here, 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 and then came up and we had a rough breakout. We broke out, it was pathetic, and then we flopped back in. So the green wedge was done. So when I drew my purple wedge, I drew it like this here because I was stuck on this point. So I had 1, 2, and then we came across where I knew I was waiting to hit 3, which would have been obviously more down here because we're going to come up like that. But then 4 would have required us to hit this line here, but miss this. So we would have had to move this out. And this would have taken us in an absolute free fall, which is just not how the charts work, down to 10 to 8,000, somewhere like that. And that's not possible. So then I caught my mistake and realized I actually have to move this down to here and then pivot this one over, and this could go anywhere. So what we actually have is we have 1, 2, we'll hit 3 somewhere, and then we'll come down and hit 4. But it's going to be less, it's not going to be a free fall, like a straight vertical line. It's going to be something like this, down to around those same areas, 8 to 10,000, but it's just not the free fall. So my apologies on the video yesterday. I'm not sure how I missed moving it from here to here, because we've done it so many times in the past, most notably in the this wedge here that started at the all-time high. So that's what I anticipate. Brief run up, and then we're going to start to drop off again. And I think it's going to be pretty significant, and obviously it's going to take the whole market with it. So just be mindful. If you're in a long right now, 21.2 is probably the target if you want to play it safe. But just, monitor your phones, like, share, and subscribe on this video. And if you want more of this stuff and to be kept in the loop by me versus just by staring at your phone, Instagram is a great one because the way that my Z Fold Forward works, like, it's almost a perfect 1x1. When I record videos on there quickly, I can throw them up on Instagram. And if it happens to be the coin that you're following, it's great information. If you're looking to basically get another final pointer, I should say, if you're looking to have the reliability and predictability of Bitcoin, not that anything's 100% predictable, of course, but with bigger profits, I cannot recommend Ethereum enough. You start getting into some of these other coins like Cosmos and Pirate and ENJ and so on, the volatility is considerably more. And you can guess that it's going from A to B, but how it gets to B is an entirely different story. Whereas when you're in Ethereum and Bitcoin, you have a better idea and you have a much lower chance of being liquidated. But I mean, that's entirely up to you. You know the risk, manage your risk, and all that jazz. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's it for me today on the Bitcoin video. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're curious about Ethereum, I've got a video up already for that, and I'm probably going to jump into an altcoin here real quick and then call it a day. So have a great day out there, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.